Morning, y'all. It's a beautiful Monday morning. There's two things in life that I enjoy doing more than anything. They both start with F. One of them's flying. This morning, I did not opt to fly. And now, we are frantically trying to get to work on time. And we'll see you later. You know, I had a whole bunch of stuff prepared that I was going to say. And, I don't even, it's all gone. Anywho, I'm old. I feel old. Working with a bunch of 16-year-olds makes me feel real old. 'Cause I'm only fucking 37. And it just blows my mind when I make references to movies like Pulp Fiction and, you know, all-time classic movies, and they just look at me blank stared like. Or when a kid was trying to be perfect with getting something, well, just perfect, and I walked by him, I was like, good enough, Picasso. And again, blank stare. And yeah, that's what it was. I think that there must just have been a few, or a large, well, there's definitely some people from my generation who clearly did not spend enough time with their grandparents. Because I did. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and they're from the generation of where you were respectful and you worked your ass off, or you got your ass handed to you, for lack of a better term. And they either didn't learn those qualities from their grandparents, or they're choosing not to pass them along to their children. Because I just, I know 37's not old, but when you've moved furniture for 16 years, you feel old. I mean, my body is fucked up. I'm in pain every day. Since I've lost weight, it's gotten a little better. But my foot has been killing me for 2 months. And because I can't afford to take off time to let it heal, or even see what's wrong with it. But I'm in there busting my ass every day. I mean, yeah, I don't bust my ass as much as some people who really bust their ass. I guess I'm not lazy, is all I'm getting at. And watching these kids fucking just stand around while I'm doing shit that they could be doing or should be doing, it's infuriating. And, yeah. I'm glad I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. And they're literally all gone now. And I'm glad that I might be some of the small percentage of people who got some of that, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of that mindset from what to coin the phrase, the greatest generation had. I'm just glad that I learned some of that. I'm by no means perfect, and I'm gonna pass it on to my kid, because you bet your ass my kid's gonna be respectful. He's gonna bust his ass, or I'm gonna bust his ass. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna beat him or anything, but I don't have a problem with a good spanking. And I know people do. And that's bullshit. I think that's what's happening to this fucking world, is that, kids just, I don't know. I'm still a new parent. My kid's only a year and a half old, or he's less than 2. is what I've come to say now, because I'm not even sure how many months old as he is. But I'll tell you what, I got spanked. Shit, I even got the belt a few times. And I was a disrespectful little fuck for a long time. Until I grew up and realized, wow, you should be respectful. And I can still be disrespectful at times. You know, I know I swear too much in public, and I swear too much, period, but I can't help it. I just really like the word fuck. It's the most universal word besides dude. Anywho, enough of this old person rant. Can't remember if I said this or not. Oh, yeah. I know I did talk about this, but I finally opened it up. I think that's kind of cool. Look at that. Woo! AMA member card and whatnot. And, yeah. I got a sticker too in there that I don't know what the hell I'm going to put on. I got a lot of stickers building up that I don't know what I'm going to do with. But anywho, I soldered a capacitor onto my new quad. Hopefully that takes care of some of the weird issues that it was having, like just all of a sudden jerking and stuff. Kind of like what my old quad was doing at one point in time, but it is, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to go find out right now. But, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, yeah. I think the capacitor helped the weird twitch thing it was doing. It must have been getting some voltage spikes or something. But, and I think the thing that it was doing before that I noticed where when I would punch it, it would just kind of like, it would like, you know, I don't know. It felt like just all of a sudden it felt like it would turn into a loop nipple. A loop nipple. A limp noodle. I think that's because one of my lipos is so shot that when I punch it, it just it must just lose. It must just draw so much current that it can't recuperate fast. I'm not an expert with this crap yet, but my theory is that it's drawing too much amps out of the pack, and it doesn't have enough power to properly make the brain of the flight controller think after coming out of a punch. Or spool up the motors enough to make air mode function properly. These are just theories, hypothesizations. But it flew better with the capacitor. It's not doing the major twitch thing that it would do every now and then before. Damn it. So yeah, that's good. I'm hoping that, some fresh packs and a little more work on the tune can help all that stuff, because the motors are still coming down warm. Not hot, but warm. And yeah, the QAV, the motors come down just at room temperature. So some tuning definitely needs to be done still. I should learn how to do that. Chris was working on it yesterday and got frightened when it was doing the twitch things and decided to stop. So yeah, that's that. I flew a pack in the QAV too after flying 2 in Chuck Jones. And yeah, it felt so different. So different. It's way not as powerful. Yeah. But I think it's smoother. I just wish Chuck Jones flew like Pinkerton 2.0, which I'm going to have to find another name for Pinkerton 2.0 once Pinkerton, or I don't know. I can't have 2 quads named Pinkerton. So once Pinkerton's flying again, then I'll have Pinkerton, whatever I'm going to name the QAV, and Chuck Jones. And the Blade's just the Blade. And the Pro is the Pro, Inductrix Pro, which hopefully someday I'll have working 100% again too. So yeah, that's where we're at.